It's the Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by...
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by CheapOair.com. CheapOair is the fastest way to compare and book flights on over 450 airlines. You heard that right, over 450 airlines worldwide. Plus, for a limited time only, you can use promo code JEFF to save even more on your next flight. So don't let summer pass you by. Book that trip of a lifetime on CheapOair.com today.
CheapOair. Travel the world for less.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/The Jeff Adams Show. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. GoDaddy.com. They have everything you need to put your business online. Find new customers and get started. It's go time. Visit GoDaddy.com. Enter promo code JEFF199 off and save on your new purchases. BitGravity, the exclusive HD provider of the Jeff Adams Show and TTB Network. Trust BitGravity. Visit BitGravity.com for more information. The Jeff Adams Show is produced on NewTek's TriCaster 460. Stun your viewers, not your account. Visit newtek.com for more information.
ManGrate. ManGrates are an amazing tool for serious grillers. Constructed from 100% American-made cast iron, these grill grates cook with radiant heat and are a more efficient way to barbecue.
ManGrate, grill enhancement system.
Are the mics on? There we go. We have mics live on the Jeff Adams Show.tv. Let me tell you something. Steve from the Tech Buzz in the chat room, thanks for you, my friend. He's probably sweating bullets producing the show, watching finally, and not controlling all the buttons. So he's probably like really stressed right now doing all this. So, yeah, here we are. Took a 3-week hiatus. We moved into this beautiful facility called Lakeland TV. And we'll get to that in a minute. But I want to introduce my co-host, Rosie. What is going on?
Hi, everybody. Is this great? This window behind us, I feel like I'm on Rosie's Take Today, like the Today Show.
The Today Show.
This is awesome.
Well, you might know Rosie from the CW, the Daily Buzz. Yes. She does a country segment. She does there, and explain to the world, if they haven't seen your segment, what exactly is it on the CW?
Well, I like to take country stars and not only interview them, but take them on wild and crazy adventures, or make them cry. One of the two things there. But so basically, just cover all things country for them, and do a fun segment called Famous Discoveries, where we basically do you know, a little bit of direct response in that segment.
Very cool. Once again, the amazing thing of doing this show is that Stephen Haywood's still in my head, and he's not really there. I looked over the chat, and he says, Jeff, look at the camera. Look at the camera, Jeff. And Steve, this is for you. I'm looking at the camera because I'm so used to seeing the Skype feed right there and I look direct. So, hey, man, new beginnings, but thank you, Steve Haywood.
That's awesome.
For still producing the show all the way from PA through the chat. Thank you, my friend. So we're here in Lakeland TV, new studios, and thank God we're here on this stage because my office is a complete mess of, you know, when you move, it's a tough move, especially when you got all this electronic gear that you're moving and
No
sets
matter
and.
what, moving is, what do they say? That was one of the 5 toughest things that you'll ever go through is moving.
Oh, it's horrible. And I'm still not moved in. I still got all these problems. And Stephen Haywood was right. He says, you won't have all this stuff up and running. And I said, you're wrong, but he was right. So, lots going on. What is going on outside out there? I went to Walgreens to get some water, and there's stuff. I guess being in downtown Lakeland now, there's this vibe. There's this cool vibe now. Because used to I'd be in my little podcast studio, the top of the garage of my house, like crammed in there. Actually, there's energy here now, and you can feel it. So, what's going on down there?
Okay, so right outside of these studios is like food truck wars. That's what's happening basically. It's really not food truck wars, but food trucks are like the hot, all the rave. So the first Thursday, I believe it is, of every month, the food trucks come downtown, and there's a stage set up and everything. So, but I was just thinking, hey, it is September 11th, but it happened to be the first Thursday. So maybe they'll do a little bit of, the commemorate September 11th as well. But right now, there's a lot of people downtown Lakeland eating at all these cool food trucks.
Yeah, it's a little morbid. You would think it's a little morbid, you having a big celebration on September 11th.
Right.
I mean, I looked at that and I'm like, really? You're doing but I guess it just landed on that Thursday.
Right.
It happened to be September 11th.
Right.
Because this is a very serious day in our country, and it's still not over. We're still, not to get all serious, but, for all the people out there. And we've got a great guy. My Twitter nation is fantastic. And Chris, if you can, go get on the camera in the production room, wave at all these people. He actually served our country. And I met him through Twitter. He followed the Jeff Adams Show. He came and volunteered today to run some cameras. So thank you to Chris. I want to give a big shout out to him. He rocks. But he served our country. But yes, September 11th, where were you? I'll share my story, and you can share your story. I was, out of all places, guess what I was listening to? I was driving in the car. I was listening to Howard Stern. I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have been listening to Howard Stern, but I was listening to Howard Stern. Howard
You
Stern.
can't help it. It's like watching a.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he was talking about he just got a divorce, and he had me because he was talking about Pamela Anderson. He goes, I think Pamela Anderson's into me, and I'm like, no way, Howard Stern. And then all this stuff started happening, and the bottom fell out, and 9/11 happened.
Wow.
Where were you?
I was in Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
I was in Taco Bell.
At 9 o'clock in the morning? That's before they had breakfast.
I just remember, I think I just remember maybe going to Taco Bell afterwards. Maybe these food trucks have a point. You just emotionally eat when you see, New York falling down.
I can understand. All right, when did it happen? When did the planes hit the tower?
It was early in the morning, and I don't think I was home. So when I heard about it, I was standing in line at Taco Bell for some reason. I know that sounds bizarre.
Did you just get up out of bed or something?
Well, I think I was working. I was riding around, and then I think somebody called me, or I heard about it. So that. Sorry.
Okay, well that was before we had
Bell.
phones. The internet in the front of our face. That's understandable. So I found out because I was listening to live radio.
Right.
So yeah. So for anybody that lost anybody.
Yeah.
It's tough. September 11th always stings for me. I just don't like it. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I woke up this morning like, man, with the Obama saying all that stuff last night, I'm like, what kind of timing is that? Right before September 11th, you're going to get all these guys stirred up over there.
Right.
Who knows? They could already be in the United States. So, yeah, be on guard. But let's not get doom and gloom.
Right. I mean, it's hard. I mean, because you have to make the transition. I mean, we do want to remember the people that we lost and the people that are still suffering today from the after effects of being down there helping.
Yeah, a lot of people with what happened with Obama said, talking earlier, and a lot of the people that were in the services were basically not happy with what Obama said last night. So don't want to get into that, but did you watch, kind of 2 days late, did you watch the Apple announcement?
I did.
Speaking of train wrecks, the Jeff Adams Show is always a great train wreck. But the Apple event was, that was a train wreck. I tried to watch it on the stream.
Yeah.
And basically, there was like Chinese voices behind it. The stream kept going in and out. And I got frustrated, so I just started, following the feed on Twitter. Well, come to find out, U2 had this big announcement, and I'm a big U2 fan, and so I found out through Twitter that they launched a new record for free. So back to the doom and gloom, and yeah, it's Illuminati stuff. I mean,
Right.
the symbol stuff. It just seems to be everywhere in entertainment these days. People are flashing signs, so it's kind of disappointed. Do we have that clip of Bono? Here it is right here. Now, people said I overreacted with this, and I actually slowed it down when I was producing it. Now watch this. Look, this is like planned.
Okay.
And there's a triangle.
But their fingers are in that circular kind of thing too, with the thumbs the way they are.
Yes.
Do you see that?
And let's watch it one more time.
It's really weird.
It's going to slow down one more time, but watch how deliberately this is planned, and watch the Edge's face too. Like he knows.
It's like you know exactly what's going to happen.
He knows what's going to
Here
happen.
he comes. He's not even a good actor. He's just puts his up there like it's going to be there.
There you go. And what do you call that, folks?
And what was it for? They never explained it. They never said anything why.
Well, they could say they were pointing at the screen because behind the screen there, they had the record thing. I don't think the shot goes to the screen there.
No.
But there you go. And they're like, hey, we just did the Illuminati. So there you go. Yeah. So what was that? So I was like, I put a tweet out immediately. I think it was like 3 minutes after that happened. And I said, Bono, really, the Illuminati? And people kind of jumped over me like, you're jumping the gun. But how come, look, if I was an artist, I was releasing a record, I would just go, hey, thanks.
Right.
But the fact that they had a planned thing and they went like this,
Right.
or whatever they did, they had like their fingers down weird and it made like the triangle thing.
Well, when I went to look at it, I went online and basically there was all kinds of stuff that he'd been doing for a long time with the covering one eye on one of the pictures. I don't know if it was an album or what, but he's been doing things like this for a long time. I just never really noticed it.
So Bono, you got some explaining to do.
You got some splaining.
Yeah, so Bono, and the thing is, I downloaded the record, and guess what?
I wanted to know that, if you did download
I
the
did,
record.
but I'm so disturbed I haven't listened to it
Oh
yet.
my God.
And I had bad dreams last night.
You did.
Yeah, I'm having these like weird dreams, and it's just weird. It's like, and I'm trying to do the show to get out of it, but it's just doom and gloom. It's just so like.
You've got to write them all down.
I know, I do. I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I write them all down. And it's just, I don't know. We just live in a crazy world. And maybe it's because I have kids now and I'm sensitive to it. But there's just so much crap out there.
Yeah.
And I feel like I constantly have to guard my children, and just stuff you go, I trust this. And then, I trusted Bono for years, I don't know Bono from Adam, but.
He quotes the Bible a lot and does good things and helps people.
His music's somewhat clean. If you go back a little bit, he drops a couple F-bombs on some early stuff. But the newer stuff, no, you can play that around your children and you're okay. And then I just saw that and I'm like, are you serious, man? Are you serious? So, anyways, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we got a special guest in the house talking about some special things like an award ceremony and that I was actually a part of, that I'll tell a story about when we come back on the JeffAdamsShow.tv. Thanks for hanging out.
Meet Pete, roofer extraordinaire. One day, people will spend their evenings just admiring his work. The rain that rolls off his slates will be collected as blessed water, and even flightless birds will flock for a spot on a shingle. But if no one knows about Pete, his talents will go unnoticed. Fortunately, GoDaddy.com can help you get online and get noticed. Don't rob the world of your talents. Visit GoDaddy. It's go time.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by GoDaddy. They have everything you need to put your business online. Find new customers and get started. Get started by registering a domain name and creating your website with GoDaddy's easy-to-use website builder. Already have a site? Keep it running fast with GoDaddy Web Hosting. It's go time. Visit GoDaddy.com, enter promo code Jeff30.
Off and save on your new purchases.
You can also get a .com domain for $1.99 or transfer a domain using promo code Jeff199. Some limitations apply. See website for details.
On the TTB network, watch these great shows live every week. Weekly Roundup Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. Broadcast Now Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. My Constitutional Right Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. The Jeff Adams Show, Thursdays, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Rose Unlimited Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Only on the ttbnetwork.com.
Woo! You caught me off guard there, my man. I was watching the other monitor. Hey, we're back. The JeffAdamsShow.tv. Before we get into more chit-chatting and whatnot, we were chit-chatting doom and gloom there. I want to introduce Alex. He's the executive producer of the Talkie Awards. What's going on, Alex?
Nothing much. I am excited to be in Lakeland because I didn't really know there's anything out here.
Hey!
There's everything. There's all of us. There's all this happening behind us. This is amazing.
I'm driving on I-4 and it's nothing, and then all of a sudden it's something, and then next thing I know there's like 500 food trucks. I was like, this is where I want to be.
Let me tell you something. I thought you were going to be late, so I was going to do a joke. Because if you do, here's the LA drop. When you do stuff in LA, you're always running late.
Always.
So I was going to do the cool thing, and this is Lakeland. This is the new LA, man.
Yeah.
I was going to say, our guest is like stuck on I-4 traffic.
Yes.
There you go. That would have been awesome.
Because in California, they got I-5. You're stuck on the 5. He was stuck. I was going to go, yo.
Stuck on the 4.
He's stuck on the 4, yo.
All right.
So what were you going to say? We were saying at break. We wanted to get away from the doom and gloom, but you said you saw something about Alex Jones?
Well, I did. I know Alex Jones can be obviously fringe, but sometimes brings awareness to things that we don't hear on mainstream media. And he did have a picture up today that I thought was very telling. Basically memes are a very powerful way to, it's like a picture with, something written on top of the picture.
Right.
It was a picture of like downtown New York prior to 9/11, and it had Building 7 of the World Trade Center in the back, right there in the picture, and it said, remember, there were 3 buildings that fell. And then that just, that opens up a can of worms, because it's, how does a building that was never hit by anything fall the way it did? It fell in demo fashion.
How's Alex Jones? You did it, Alex Jones.
I did? Oh, he just was like, the building fell down and I'm tired of them Main Street,
I can't do it.
I love you, Alex, but you should drink some water and try not to scream as much.
Where were you on 9/11?
I was in 7th grade. And
are you that young?
I'm very young. I'm very young in comparison, yeah. I was in my least favorite teacher's class. I can't use the name, obviously, but she was...
Why not?
Because she's just not very nice. Anyway, so what ended up happening is I said something, and I got voted the class clown for our that year. And I said something. I said, hey, look, the other planes. And she goes, shut up. She screamed it. And she's like, this is not the time to make jokes. And I was like, no, seriously. And then she kicked me out of the class, and everybody got to go home anyway. So that's what happened.
Were you here in Florida?
Yeah, I was in Hudson, Florida, where we all share about 12 teeth.
And So did they do lockdown on the school? They sent you home?
Yeah, they let a lot of people go home. Our teachers started crying, and other teachers started crying, and it was very emotional.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was just old enough to really understand what was happening. And then you had, the sixth graders and the younger people who, weren't. It was like a field day. People were running around and having fun in the yard and stuff like that. But I kind of remember.
Hey, shut up!
There we go.
Shut up!
This is PTSD. Oh God.
Get out of here!
Forget about it.
PTSD
Scared
from
me.
7th grade.
Do you have flashbacks of that?
Yeah, of her.
Hey!
Yeah.
Shut up!
This woman. This woman had to do
just
everything
call
in her
her
power.
out.
No, I can't. I really don't want to. But she did everything in her power to make sure that I failed. Like, that's what she did. I got into her honors class, and she left out of the class as I sat down and got the principal, and the principal had to escort me out of class. That's how much she didn't like me. She followed me from not me, but our class, from middle school to high school. I was with this woman a very long time, and we just didn't like each other. And that's basically it. I mean,
How did that make you feel?
well, it felt pretty good.
Is there anything you
How
want
does
to say?
that make you feel?
Wait, is there anything you want to say to her now? Let's all point at the camera and say, "Shut up!
Shut up.
Shut up!"
That's what we should do.
Shut up, shut up.
He was just trying to inform you, teacher.
That's it. I was
okay? He wasn't
trying to teach you.
He wasn't trying to crack jokes. All right. All right. Even though.
I'm really glad that I wear black socks. Can we zoom in on these? I very rarely
No, we
wear
can't.
black socks. I almost always wear white socks, but I saw something on Facebook that said the new fashion is people don't wear white socks.
You don't.
I always wear white socks.
black socks. Even if you wear jeans.
Look, you even got. How about you? You got no socks on.
No socks,
okay.
but we got bling. But
No, that's bling. That's nice.
The black T-shirt memo. I guess you didn't get it.
This really stinks because you can see underneath the table. I used to just wear this with a pair of shorts or even my underwear. I used to do the show in my underwear. True story. Because it was so hot in the studio with the lights and everything. So what if I forgot and actually wore my drawers? And
You should. One day you should.
They go, that's not.
But wear
very
boxers
man-like.
underneath those.
Actually, we could get a lot more viewers if you would do that. Just wear boxer shorts
No.
underneath that would be perfect.
I don't think we can. We don't get a lot of viewers now.
The guy that does the show in his underwear, people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right, never mind.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, I'm kidding around.
I'm not doing that. I mean, it just wouldn't be. I'm going to be 42 years old in October. Maybe if I was 20 something, maybe. But I got long legs.
Hey, you don't look a day over 41.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. I thought you were older.
Yeah,
of people do.
we were the two rudest hosts ever.
No,
We
it's
said
okay.
in 7th grade,
Listen,
we
I
looked
met
at each other
the
like,
owner of this place, and he's young too. And he's 28, right? The guy who owns this.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. I mean, this is the next generation of people that are creating broadcasting. I love it. No, I mean, nothing against the people that are older, but this was a topic on I saw on NPR. They said we're the first generation.
Sorry, we have our first.
No, it's okay.
No,
We're
that's
the
our
stalkers.
second walk by.
We're the first generation to be raised by a generation with an imagination. So think about that. Think about what we're going to be able to do because we have this. What you see here in front of you is what we have in our minds every single day. When we first launched our studios in Tampa and we were going and going and going, it was amazing on what we did. We had about 11 people, volunteering, producing, work. Everybody was doing amazing things, and they were all younger than 25, 24. I mean, we were just doing amazing things, and I see amazing things going on here. We started the Internet Broadcasting Organization. We found over 200 internet television networks, studios, radios around the country of whom we kind of help grow their business. So that's what we do. It's an amazing thing, yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing is, guess what? Shut up!
No. No, I actually want to know. So tell me the name of the studio and how that all started. Was that a long time?
Well, when we very first started, I got out of the military. I did some time in the military. Did some time,
Okay.
and I lived in Italy, and I found that people in Italy, Germany, England, Amsterdam, all those places, they wanted to do one thing, and that was to connect with people around the world. Hence Facebook and all those amazing things. Well, the new media, new age broadcasting, all this stuff started to come in play during my time in the military. And when we came over here, we started a little 10-foot by 10-foot studio where you could put your arms out like this, and there wasn't even enough room. we started with one show, and then less than a year later, we had 78 different podcasts that we were producing.
Wow, and the name, what did you name it?
At that time, it was called Comedy Slam Radio. It was about comedians and different things like that. Then we went to Rock Slam Radio. Then we really started integrating visual and really getting into the broadcasting aspect of it. We got to Spirit Pioneers, Wave of Faith Radio. We really started branding all these niches and really building basically just building economic growth is what we are all about. So after doing producing for a couple years and building studios and stuff, we are now, our firm is now just we just help the internet broadcasting, internet podcasting world. That's kind of what we do.
But not film or video integrated, but just podcasting?
Oh, no, everything. So we do, our mission is to stimulate economic growth in new media broadcasting. So that's what we do all the time.
Well, there you go. I mean, this is kind of the goal of what we're doing here. And obviously the network we've been on, TTB Network, Steve's been doing it for, and Steve's a young buck too. Steve's been doing it for 7-8 years, visionary. And in fact, I mean, he created a job out of it. He's like the lead person at Wirecast now. He works at Wirecast. So he created a job for himself. We got 2 callers on the line. Let's pick up one of these callers here, Randy. Let's grab a call. Hello. You there? Who's this?
It's my grandmother. Hey, grandmother, what's up?
Shut up!
I can't hear anything.
Oh, what if it was that? What if it is that old teacher? Just
Hello, you there?
Hey, Jeff, it's Matt.
Matt Baxter?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you turn it down a little bit? Very loud. What's going on, Matt? How you doing?
Good, man.
Did you see Striper a minute ago?
Yeah, I called you like twice.
You called me twice. Yeah, we've been chit-chatting. When you get chit-chatting, man, it's hard to answer the phone sometimes.
Yeah, having guests.
You doing all right?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm doing well, man. Well, hey, Matt, I'm gonna have to call you when I'll call you when I'm off the air, man. And
let's hold on to this. This is amazing.
All right,
because
Matt.
people don't just call to call anymore. He's just calling the call to say how you doing.
Listen.
This is amazing.
Matt Baxter.
Thanks, Matt, for calling in.
Well, Matt, stay there, Matt.
Yo.
I took Matt. Matt was a big fan of Striper back in the day.
Yeah,
and
great.
We used to go to this youth group a long time ago, and Matt's probably 2 years older than I am, right, Matt? You're up there, right?
Yeah, about 44, 45 or so.
Yeah. So anyway, Striper got back together, and guess what I did? I found him. I hadn't seen Matt in years, and I literally, he was bagging groceries at Publix, and I said, hey, let me take you to a Striper concert. So I picked him up, took him to a Striper concert, and he had a blast. Didn't you, Matt?
Yeah, we did. That was fun, man.
It was good times, my man. But hey, thanks for calling. I'll call you when we get off the air, all right?
All right, no sweat, man.
All right, man. Let's grab this next call here, the 205 number. Hello. Hello.
Yo.
How's it going? This is Bubba Beard.
Oh, I can tell by the bad phone call. It's Bubba Bo Beard.
Oh, I got you on speakerphone.
Oh. How's Alabama treating you?
Hey, you ain't gonna believe who I got sitting in my house right here.
What?
You ain't gonna believe who I got sitting.
Who?
I got a Native American from Canada at my house.
Wow. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me.
Her name is Cindy. She flew down here, and we've been working on a new rap song.
All right, go ahead.
Is it called Sacagawea?
That's a good name for a rap song or rapper.
Yeah, it's called No Boots on the Ground, No Boots on the Ground.
Have you been drinking today, Bubba Bo Beard?
No, I ain't been drinking, but I'm
It's a
thinking
yes
about
or no question. Have you been drinking today?
A little bit.
Not yet.
Ah, that's what I thought.
A little bit.
I can tell. I can always tell when you're on your A game and then your drink game, and you're definitely on your drink game. Because you come in.
Listen to me now.
Because when you're drunk, you go, listen. All right,
no boots.
Go ahead.
No boots on the ground, no boots on the ground. We ain't putting no boots on the ground. We'll hit you high, we'll hit you low, hit you even with our drone boats. So boots on the ground. Y'all watched The President last night?
Do what?
Did you watch the president last night?
I tried to. I got up and watched what he had to say this morning. I'm in my old age. I just can't stay past up 9:30 anymore. I get up early.
Well, I guarantee you, if you had a half Canadian, half Native American at your house, you'd be up past this.
That's true. Sacagawea is in the house making up rap songs with you. You have to stay up. It's a rule.
That's a rule.
Hey, Bubba. Bubba.
Hey, buddy.
I want you to listen to something. Everybody be quiet. You hear that?
Okay.
Crickets.
Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, cricket.
Thanks for calling, Bubba Bowbeard.
That was
So,
epic.
you know, with the phone calls coming in, it's great. It messes up a little bit of the topics. I thought they were going to ask you some questions. But Matt Baxter, I've known for a very long time. And that was funny that he just called randomly out of the blue.
Yeah, because what he's saying is with technology, because I mean, everything that you deal with is about technology and helping that, and like you said, the economy. But you're saying that people don't normally just call just to say hi, how are you, like he did. I mean, we don't really do that anymore. In fact, it would almost be annoying. I mean, a lot of people don't even like to get a phone call. It's like, why are you calling me, man? Like, just text me.
We definitely live in a culture right now where everybody wants something from somebody all the time. I
It's so true.
So when you're really stressed out and you're trying to clear your mind, I always tell just call somebody you're thinking about, you've been thinking about, and just say hi, and then that's it. And then it helps so much because then it takes you away from the environment that you're in. It cheers that person up because they could be in the worst position in their life, and now they get to hear a friend. So everybody wins.
Yeah, just say, hey, I've been thinking about you.
Well, just say, hey, how's it going? How's your wife? How's your whatever it is.
Yeah.
The movement that we're in right now, where they were asking me my Twitter handle, all that kind of stuff. This social media movement that you see, we will move away from that, and we will get back to the brick and mortar handshake. But it's just because it's so new in relation to where we're at.
Well, time out.
Go ahead.
Time out. Let's go somewhere with this. All right.
Okay,
I
let's
can
do it.
agree and I disagree.
Go ahead.
So if what you're saying is we're going to go back to you said brick and mortar, right?
I believe that people are at the point right now where they're already getting sick of being on Facebook all the time and already getting on. I mean, it's even people that haven't been on it that long are just they don't get it. They don't understand all the ads and the markets. It's just pushing. Like I hear it 1,000 times. I see it 1,000 times on Facebook. I'm sick of hearing negative stuff. Stop posting it on my wall. The only way to solve that is to not be on there.
Well,
that's
exactly.
the only way you can do it.
But you look at the technology of it, right? I worked in the music industry for 23 years, and people used to say it all the time. They say that the latest and greatest thing will come back.
Always.
And records did make a comeback there for a while, but it wasn't the millions of records that were sold, you know, like before. Now, this past month, I checked it out. The U.S. has the lowest record sales, even with digital sales, that they ever had.
Same thing's true with denim.
Denim jeans?
Denim jeans. First time in the history of denim jeans.
Frosted?
It has been.
Is it what they call frosted jeans?
Yeah.
Frosted. Do you know what frosted jeans
I don't
are?
even. I don't.
You in the
Doesn't
womb.
know he's too young for.
Yeah. I hardly understand what the word denim
Or we
means.
call it acid wash.
Acid wash.
Oh,
Okay.
it was acid wash. We call them
And
frosted.
frosted too.
Frosted.
A frosty.
Not blinged? Was that the same thing?
No, that's something else. Bedazzled.
Listen, I don't have my Urban Dictionary app on me handy, so let's not
No,
get too
no,
crazy.
you don't have your old dictionary. Old
You know,
people
Alex,
dictionary.
What's an old dictionary?
Old people dictionary?
Oh, okay, like an encyclopedia set? I've heard this.
You know what cracks me up?
Jokes.
Because you're young.
Okay.
And when you guys talk about, you know, back in the day, we're talking about like.
Wednesday.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yesterday.
When I talk back in the day, I have to pull out
Wait a minute.
super VHS tapes.
Oh.
Or VHS
No,
tapes.
go back a little bit. The 8 tracks.
8 tracks?
I mean, you had
Yeah.
to push in, click. Yeah.
Elvis, Blue Hawaii, did you have that one?
No.
Any-
Little Delta Dawn, Tanya took.
Sergeant Pepper's?
No, didn't
Beatles?
have any of that.
Whatever. No. Kenny Rogers, the gambler?
You guys are old. I am.
Wait!
I'm old
Whoa.
too, but I just.
She just said I'm old. She goes, you guys are old. All right.
I'm old too. I just hopefully don't look it. I
You
don't know.
definitely
I
don't
try
look
not
old,
to look
no.
it.
All right, let's get to the, Alex,
Jeff,
thanks for driving to this big mecca of Lakeland, Florida.
Yeah, I love it. I'm actually very impressed.
There-
I thought you were going to drive me out to like some cow pastures and we were going to have like out in a barn. I really thought.
Yeah.
I didn't know what this was going to be.
This is reclaimed wood.
Yeah, I
here.
can
we
see
try
that.
To
It's
do
the
things
taste of Lakeland. I can see
Yeah.
that.
The taste of Lakeland, cow patties.
Lakeland, I always tell, as a Lakeland native, I always tell people that is a little bit like East Texas here. I mean, the feel, the people.
Really?
Yes, the cows.
This is awesome. I might even move here. I'm thinking about moving, so I might move here.
Move here?
Yeah, just
to
right here.
Lakeland, Florida.
No, this building.
It's the next LA. People just don't realize that.
It is.
Okay.
You know, you got to go an hour and a half to get to the coast.
Yeah.
But other than that, in our
Well,
own
in
mind,
LA, you
it's
can't
the
go
next
anywhere.
Not
without
the
going
coast of the lake. It's right there. We have, it's lake land.
Let me tell you something about, I didn't want to move to Lakeland, Florida. I didn't. I'm going to be honest. My wife pulled me, she grew up here, and I didn't want to move here. 8 years ago, I'm like, Lakeland, Florida, are you serious? Who wants to move here?
How did you come about that? She just
Because
grew
all
up
of our
freaking-
family still lives here.
in Lakeland?
In Lakeland.
Okay.
And you know what? I got to say to the camera right now, I love Lakeland, Florida now. I absolutely adore it. Because you know why? They've always got cool stuff going on that you don't even know about. And the cool thing about this building, Lakeland TV, is all about that.
You know what? So does Inverness, Florida. They always have cool stuff going on, like meth labs and coke labs and all that kind of stuff.
My brother lives there.
Oh, in Inverness? Okay, sorry
and he's
about that.
a youth pastor. Calm down.
I hate the fact that they just zoomed on me when I talked about meth. Like, they zoomed in on me. Like, oh,
Polk County,
man.
How do you know about the meth labs? I don't know. Aren't we like the...
Don't you watch
We
the show
were.
Breaking
We were
Bad?
number one, not anymore. Someone told me we're not number one anymore.
Well, speaking of number two...
Speaking of number two,
No,
they should have filmed Breaking Bad here.
They should have. Well, no, that should have been done up in. It was up in Inverness. It's a true story from Inverness, Florida.
Is it really?
It's got to be.
No. See, you just pulled that out of your
see?
butt. I was like, no.
Fact checker.
I was about to, a few weeks ago, turn into Walter White. I was serious. You know, I said
You were going to be a science teacher?
I was going to be a science teacher. No,
You were
a
gonna start
podcaster. A podcaster, broadcaster, whatever. Ex-music person.
Just an iCaster.
I was out on the streets.
You were going to cook.
I was going to cook ice cream, street value. I was going to start Breaking Bad ice cream and sell ice cream all around Lakeland.
That's awesome.
And the flavor of the week would be Heisenberg.
I see Grady. He's coming up here right now.
Who?
Grady.
Sheriff Grady's here?
I said
No.
he's oh, there he is.
So let's get to the Talkie Awards, and then we're going to take a break. And
All
then
right.
The kicker, I wanted you to have this one, man. We have something special straight from New York that is brilliant. But let's talk about the Talkie Awards. Cool thing about the Talkie Awards, you invited me to be to present the Tech Award.
Yes.
And I didn't know what I was walking to. I'm medicated, and I told you that, and I get paranoid.
Yeah.
I was paranoid today, thinking about doing this show and like what can go wrong, what's going to happen. And
Never borrow grief.
And I start freaking out a little bit. As you can tell, I'm a little high strung. And so I went there. I decided to do it. I showed up, and the place was ridiculously sold out. I remember just walking up. Alex had sweat pouring down his face. He's all, place sold out. Place sold out. It's busy. And I was like,
I was shocked.
yeah.
We had 97 people RSVP, and over 300 people showed up. I mean, you were there. It was packed.
It was ridiculous.
It was insane. And tuxedos, dresses, gowns. You saw everybody. It was insanity.
There was people dressed up in like sci-fi outfits.
Oh yeah, that too.
Buck
That too.
Roger outfits. and-
Wow.
A guy dressed up like an alien walking. I mean, it was insane. I don't even know what happened. I don't know how it got so amazing, but then we figured it out. We did the surveys. We figured it out. People that do these shows, internet television, internet radio, internet podcasting, blog, they have one thing in common, and they love to
Right.
talk. They all love to talk. And the best way to get out anything is word of mouth. I mean, that's what we did. We just had Jeff would tell two people, and it was just an amazing thing. And we had so many people there, all supporting each other because they were all broadcasters.
Now, when was
It was
this?
amazing. This was in April in 2014, and then this year will be in April 2015, and we're already expecting it to sell out. We're gonna sell 400 tickets, and that's gonna be it. We're not
Where are
gonna,
you going to hold this?
well, we are talking about that right now. I know
Right.
Jeff's got a couple places in mind and different
Yeah.
things like that. We know that we want to keep it in Tampa. We've had opportunity to move it to a different state, and we're thinking about doing it out in LA and different. But we feel that Tampa Bay deserves this. You keep saying that Lakeland's going to be next LA. We believe that Tampa Bay is going to be next LA. Definitely. You got Dolphin Tale 1 being there, Dolphin Tale 2. We just need to get that film incentive here. The film incentive, 98% of the film incentive goes to Miami, and then the whole other state has to share the other 2%.
Preach.
So you guys get it. So
Yeah.
we're not just filmmakers, we're not just television producers, we are all part of the entertainment industry, so it's
Right.
all about figuring that out, creating jobs, and therefore
It should be
Stimulating
here. I mean, if you think about it, they thought that was going to happen a long, long time ago. Obviously, with Universal Studios,
Yeah, with
coming
Orlando.
and building
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
but all of Central Florida. But Florida should be great, and you're right with the right film incentive. I mean, think about it. So many movies are filmed in Louisiana because of what they've done with their incentive.
Yeah, too, but another hot spot is Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Spielberg is moving out to Nashville, moving in there. A lot of big record producers want to have a family. Nashville, like people from New York. I was talking to someone at Sirius FM, and I'm like, hey, when I pitch this artist or whatever, am I going to have to come up to New York? And they go, no, we're in Nashville now. I'm like, are you serious? So, yeah, but Tampa's always had that hot spot. We might get a dolphin tail 3 too, Alex. I think.
I don't know. If he already lost his tail once, and if you lose it anymore, it'd probably go into vital organs.
Manatee.
Manatee
1.
Yes.
Manatee tail.
ones.
Did I just say that, manatee tail? All right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
You would not believe the mother load I just dropped. And that's how I like to keep it, leaving not a trace that I was ever here, let alone that I just birthed a creamy behemoth from my cavernous bowels.
Nothing is worse than stinking up the shared toilet at work, or the toilet at a party, or your lover's apartment.
Of course, flushing removes the graphic evidence. Maybe 2 or 3 flushes if your skid marks are as tenacious as mine. But what can be done of that subtle scent of a
300-cow dairy farm. Aerosol air fresheners aren't the most effective option, or the healthiest. Trying to mask the stench, giving you a nice blend of ChemLab carnations with just a touch of feces. So, how do you make the world believe your poop doesn't stink? Or in fact that you never poop at all? Poopery. Poopery is the before-you-go toilet spray that has proven to trap those embarrassing odors at the source and save relationships. Simply spritz poopery in the bowl to create a film on the water's surface that actually traps the odors in their porcelain prison. And when your little astronauts splash down and make contact with the film, they release poopery's pleasant aromas, so all those around you can smell as a refreshing bouquet of essential oils. Yes, it is a real product. And yes, it really works. We've sold over 4 million bottles. On Amazon alone, there are over 1,000 reviews rating it 4.8 of 5 stars. That's a better Amazon rating than the iPhone 5. If it doesn't completely stop your stench from spreading, send it back for a full refund. Our unconditional stink-free guarantee. If your poo stinks, click here to get your poopery today at poopery.com. So whether you need to pinch a loaf at work, cut a rope at a party, or lay a brick at your boyfriend's, your days of embarrassing smells or prairie dogging it are over. Poopery. Our business is to make it smell like your business never even happened.
Everybody thinks that's a prank joke, but that's for real.
That crap is for real.
For real. Listen, I found this a couple weeks ago, and there's another one. I'll get to poopery in a minute. But there's another company that was actually thinking about being a sponsor. That's why when I saw this, I go, this stuff is for real. It's no gimmick. There was a company called Shittens.
Yes, I saw it on TV.
Yeah, they're wipes, and they're shaped like a mitten.
Yeah.
And they have like a little theme song, and they were actually thinking about being a sponsor on the show, but I was like, I don't know.
I love the idea.
But
it's like putting gloves on.
I love poopery. Have I tried it?
Did you try it?
Did
they send you some poop?
This is why I wish I had some interns.
Poopery?
If I had some interns right now, we could, let's see which one. Let's see, they got Secret Santa, and I guess when
No way.
Yeah, Secret Santa.
Okay, this is like, I sell things for a living. Did I tell you that already? Okay, here we go.
I think we also got a close-up of it too. The Secret Santa.
This is hysterical.
Yeah, so I guess what you do with these things is before you have to, you
spray it down in the toilet.
Exactly. And then when your bomb drops, it puts this coating over the
water. It's like oil. It has to be oil-based then, right?
Yeah. It says, they call it spritz. You spritz 3 to 5 sprays.
4 to 6 sprays.
No, 3 to 5.
Okay.
In a toilet bowl on the water surface. And then the secret formula of essential oil creates a film trapping odors under the surface.
Ah.
It really works, folks.
It's essential.
I don't make this stuff up. It's really right here in these cards.
I mean, the person who invented that is a genius.
You know what? I'll pour it.
I mean, whose idea was it? Like, hey, honey, I just had a great idea. Let's pour some oil in the toilet. It'll trap the smell.
You have plutonium. Mm-hmm. You have poopery. I guess this is the original brand, poopery. You have this one's cool. This is kind of Polk County flow. It's got a little camouflage.
Oh, I love
Trap-a-crap. Trap-a-crap. Brilliant. And this is for every man on the stinking planet is
No.
the heavy duty. Boom!
No.
This
way.
right here should be in every American bathroom for men, public bathrooms. And let me tell you something. The first place I'm taking this to is my local church. Because I was at church. I was at church last Sunday, and I had to go pee really bad. I waited to the last deal, and they started doing this worship song at the end. I went to the bathroom, and there's a guy just sitting there tapping his toes, taking a duke, and it was awful.
What were you going to do? Hold it underneath the stall and say, hey, man, spray this in the toilet?
It wasn't a holy duke. What was coming out of him was from
Holy
the pits
crap.
of hell. That's what's going on. So this should be in every church bathroom is heavy duty.
That is hysterical. They
But
don't
you know-
understand courtesy flush.
You know, I traveled a lot. My wife still travels a lot. And I've got bathroom problems already. I have to go duke in the privacy of my home. Not unless if I really have to go. Like one time, I did like a 12-hour travel day, and I had a layover, and I had to go duke so bad. I was like, I felt violated in the stall. It was like this. I wiped everything down. But in men's bathrooms, you hear like this echo. You can literally hear the duke coming out of someone's, you hear like this. And so with poopery, I think this would make pooping in public a whole better experience. You know, you could mix it up. You would go, oh, you're doing a heavy duty, man.
I
you could do a plutonium. Christmas time, you got Secret Santa. And hey, buddy, here's some trap-a-crap. You need this. Just hand it over the stall. Trap-a-crap.
It should be called Santa's Secret.
Yeah.
That's what it should be called.
But you know what? I saw on the website. Did you have the website, Randy?
That's hysterical.
You have the website pulled up, Randy?
Welcome to Lakeland TV. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Check it
How
out.
it says? How many is that sold?
Millions.
4,914,529.
Okay, so this is real. How can we take this to the next level in Lakeland, Florida? I mean, it would be hard for someone in a public bathroom to buy these things. But let me tell you, I think the biggest consumer of these, we saw it on the video, it's the women. Men don't care.
I know.
I care, but, you know, women, I think women are buying these things and stashing them in the purse. Would you buy this product?
100%.
Can I check one out?
Go ahead.
Percent. No, yeah, totally. Yeah, let's check out the essential oil smells.
It smells really
Oh
good.
my gosh, it's
So these are essential oils, aren't they?
they're lemon. This is lemony, crappy.
My bad.
Lemony. Trap-a-crap
But
is lemony.
you know people get desperate. I mean, I think if they could take this to the next level, they could make it like this.
Oh, cinnamon.
Yeah, they could make it like this, like deodorant.
You
And,
know
like,
what?
just spray out.
You didn't shake well.
All right, let me try the plutonium.
Shake well. Ooh, I like the Santa Secret.
Woo, plutonium, baby.
What does it smell like?
Radioactive. Radioactive. Radioactive.
Okay. Oh
This
my.
is a product of good housekeeping.
No. This is worse than poop smell. No. Plutonium smells like poo. No.
Isn't this great, though?
This is good stuff. I want to smell the poopery. Did you smell this one yet? Oh, this is just lemony fresh. I can smell the lemon oil.
If I had a lot of money, I would
I just
literally.
got poop on me.
You got
The
poop on you.
poopery?
Plutonium.
Oh no, this is Santa's Secret.
If I had a lot of money,
Helping the naughty smell at night.
I would take a camera crew out
Okay.
and bring back the salesmen to go to door and try to sell shittens and poopery.
Great.
And they work off commission,
Okay,
straight
I'm going to
commission.
do it. Well,
Is
I'll
it
do
a
it.
good
I'm going to
commit-
volunteer.
Okay, we'll take you out.
I
We're
will
going to
do
sell
it.
these.
Door to door.
We're going to
I'm
take a
gonna sell
camera
some
out
crap
live,
door to
and you're
door.
going to go
camera
sell
out.
these things.
Yes.
Okay, and then we'll take it on national TV and see how many we can sell. How about that?
Poopery.
Call these people right now.
So let's see. So Tommy, when you're watching this at Blue Wolf Communications, I guess he runs the marketing here, right? So Tommy, we're going to go door to door and sell these things, and I'm going to guarantee you we'll get at least one sale. We'll get at least one because I'll probably buy it.
I'm going to go to your house.
Listen, there's
We're
got to
gonna
be
knock on the door.
someone that will buy it.
Oh, you can sell. They used to sell Bibles door to door. You can sell anything. It's a numbers game. We'll get to a door. Some dude is going to buy this. No, a woman's going to buy it for her husband and put it by the toilet.
We should bring her in here and see if she'll buy it.
Let's see.
She just gave me the stare. I looked at her and she goes,
So, somebody go grab an intern. Just grab her in here. Pull her
No.
in.
That would be
Just
fantastic.
jerk her in.
we're not going to do that yet. We're not high tech
We're
enough
not
to do that yet.
kidnapping people yet.
We can get sued. You know,
You
there's
can't
so
spray
many-
poop on someone.
I don't think we have that.
Not these days. This is
Wait.
2014.
This is epic. Okay, Secret Santa helping the naughty smell nice. How great is this?
Ho, ho, ho.
Wow.
Oh, and it smells like cinnamon. It's great.
I think I would prefer that one.
I
You know
do
what?
too.
I wish I could get my cat trained to poop in the toilet and then spray this in there.
I have seen that.
Cat crap is the worst. It's
It
the
is.
worst.
It is.
What do you do about that?
What do you do?
You get rid of the cat.
What do you do about cat crap?
You use poopery.
Yeah, you make it. You train it to go outside.
Can we call that this episode?
Poopery?
Do you have a name for this episode?
I think it's going to be called Talkie Poopery.
Talkie poopery. Talkie awards.
Poopy.
Talkie about poopy.
You could SHIT talk. Is what you could call
Oh!
it. That's what you could call it.
I'm gonna have to use the shittens on your mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are awesome. You should
I
see
think
the
you-
Shut up!
Shut up.
Shut up!
There. That's actually sounded.
That sounded like her?
That was it. You actually have the same kind of accent as her,
Oh.
so you kind of remind
Really
me. I really can't
traumatized
look at
now.
you. I
You know,
can't.
yeah.
And she was blonde too.
Let's go to our last break, and then we'll come in. And we actually had a live musician supposed to perform today, and they canceled literally yesterday. So let's take this last break, and we'll come right back.
Sean hasn't discovered Audible.com yet. He uses his smartphone mostly for social media, where he's become quite skilled in abbreviated communicating. Sean thought this skill would be good to demonstrate to a potential employer who inquired about his spare time. OMG, I totes heart soch meet. Hire me, lols. Don't be like unemployed Sean. Use your smartphone smarter. Try one of the hundreds of thousands of titles at Audible.com, an Amazon company.
The Jeff Adams Show is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/The Jeff Adams Show. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Mangrate. Mangrates are an amazing tool for serious grillers. Constructed from 100% American-made cast iron, these grill grates cook with radiant heat and are a more efficient way to barbecue.
Mangrates, grill enhancement system.
If you go to the JeffAdamsShow.tv, you can get this Mangrate for $19.95. You know, if we wanted to, Steve, we get like TTB Network on here, the Jeff Adams Show, whatever you would want on this brush, you can get. But I wouldn't really understand why you would want to have the Jeff Adams Show cleaning your grill. That's just me. But Mangrate, go to JeffAdamsShow.tv and get yourself a Mangrate today. And I'm telling you, you want a high-end, nice tasting steak, chicken, you name it. Mangrate's it. Go to JeffAdamsShow.tv, hit the promo code, boom, and it'll take you there. Order it, $19.99. You can't beat that. Mangrate, I like grilling. It's great. Fantastic. Mwah. I'm going to use it tonight.
Yeah!
Welcome back to Lakeland TV with the
Yeah,
Jeff Adams
exactly.
Show.
It smells like the aroma of poopery all in the air. And it's fantastic. You know, I guess it was good that the artist I had yesterday canceled, because with all the stuff we were doing today, it probably would have added like drama. But we are going to start doing live performances on the Jeff Adams Show and the studio over. So look out for that. And we just got to get in a groove here. Here on the TTB network and Lakeland TV. Steve has been doing the TTB network for years, and he's been producing the show for me for a year and a half, 2 years. And so I know this was hard for him to kind of transition and not produce, because he was technically producing inside the chat
perfect.
room. And he still was, you know, but he is a brilliant dude, and I got a lot of respect for him. He's been a trendsetter in internet video broadcasting. I mean, he's just done it so well. And he spawned all these little people, you know, and myself in Lakeland, Florida. And then meeting Randy, who owns this joint, he has a huge vision doing local broadcasts like this with Lakeland TV. So we're excited about that. And then the Talkie Awards, we got to talk about the Talkie Awards. We're going to dinner afterwards and show you the building, and let's try to get it done here. And if it doesn't get done here, you got a serious problem, Alex.
No, listen, we are very open-minded to where we're going to have it. We've looked at a couple venues. We are, wherever we go, we're guaranteeing that it sells out, because it's going to. It's going to be insanity. and we are not at the point where we can. I don't know how to say it. We're looking for a certain show host. There's somebody that we have in mind.
Well, you mentioned it to me, and I won't say
at
it.
dinner.
But it's big. It's big.
At dinner, we'll
big
talk
person.
about it. So if we get this person, we know that we're going to sell it, and then it is going to be.
Can I give him a hint? Can I give him a hint? I will just put it. It's in the top 10 podcasters. How about that?
There you go.
And I mean, top 10. That's, pushing rhymes like weight.
People are still looking at defining the words podcasting, internet TV, internet radio. They're not quite. Is this a TV blog? Is this an internet? Here's what I tell people when they have no. They're not quite understanding. I say, when you watch a Netflix movie, are you watching an internet movie? No, it's a regular movie. It's streamed over the internet.
Right.
It's an internet movie, right? No, it's a regular movie. Just like the Jeff Adams Show, internet television, it's a TV show.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Get on Wikipedia, man.
Look it up.
Preach it.
Look it up.
Preach it on Wikipedia.
There you go.
So the Talkie Awards, what are the categories that people can win?
Well, it's best nerd talk show, best food talk show, best law talk show, all those different things. We have best podcast, best live production, best all these different things, and some of throughout we have like different acts and we do different kind of funny things.
What does your trophy look like?
Oh, it's about this big, and it's got two giant. The Talkie Awards, and it has the winner at the bottom there.
It's about as big as a new iPhone.
Yeah.
iPhone 6.
Oh, well, no.
Bigger screen.
No, because how did you choose what your, because the Oscars, they have the naked person, and then think about what all the Emmy looks like, or the double.
I don't. If I could, I wish I would have shown you a picture of it. That's a good question. I wish I would have.
About this size.
Well, if Jeff will have me, and I'm sure maybe we can work out a deal. If his schedule's not too booked out, I know it's been you're always booked out. But I would love to come back when we get
I'm wide open, man. I plan show week to week.
I was trying to help you out. I was trying to help you out.
You know what? Yeah, we don't front. We don't front on the Jeff Adams Show. I just play it by ear. And if Randy, I probably drove Randy, who's owns Lakeland TV. I probably drove him nuts today. And I probably drove you nuts. Like, oh my gosh.
Wait, you drive anybody nuts? No.
Yeah. She goes, what are we talking about today? I said, hey, we do the Jeff Adams Show. We fly by the seat of our pants.
That works perfectly for me.
There's no agenda. Nope. Just that.
Just a bunch of crap.
We just want you to buy poopery.
Just poopery.
Poopery.
It's been great, Randy. Thank you for producing the show, Lakeland TV. Alex, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Thanks for you got to come back.
I'll come
Please
back.
Tell me to come back.
Yes.
You got to come back because you're, CW, and I'm just like this underground,
I might be around Lakeland TV doing a couple other
That's
things.
Right.
Remember?
I forgot about that. So next week we'll be back for another Jeff Adams Show. Thanks for hanging out, and hopefully we didn't blow any eardrums or anything like that. And thanks, Stephen Haywood, Tech Buzz Network. Go shoot a deer for me. Have fun. Randy, thanks for producing the show, and we are out of here. Peace out.